Hello everyone and welcome finally to the January 2012 Q&A. We are
6 days behind.
Is that how long it is? 6 days behind. For those who didn't watch the vlog, you may not be aware this is our 6-month anniversary, which as I pointed out in the vlog is the only time we'll ever what?
Ours.
Yeah, ours.
Like our wedding.
Yeah, our wedding anniversary.
Because people could have been like the vlog anniversary.
Oh, yeah, our wedding anniversary, 6-month anniversary. It's the only time we will ever celebrate a 6-month anniversary, because if you did it every 6 months, that'd be ridiculous. Why not just do it every day? It doesn't make any sense. In fact, I didn't even know. My mom's the one who pointed it out to me.
I didn't know either till she said something.
And so it's something that would have bypassed us completely, but she pointed it out, and I was like, okay. But this is all completely irrelevant, so we'll get started. We got your questions. If you're not familiar with how this works, every month on StephenVlog, we take your questions in this video at the bottom in the comments. You guys leave questions for us at the end of the month, then we look at the questions from the last month and we answer them. So if that was confusing...
If you have a question for next month, leave it in the comments below and we'll look at it for next month.
That was a better explanation. We also always answer the top rated questions. We have, there's always going to be 2 of those. The first one is from Davy Dirt 1, who asked, of course, do llamas eat cacti on Mondays? And I don't have a real answer for that.
I didn't know llamas eat cacti.
I don't think they do. The reason this was asked is because I mentioned it at the end of the video and I shot myself in the foot because it was asked. I actually answered this on the interview that we did not long ago. Yeah.
Live interview?
But I looked at the video and I'm like, I'm crushing my poor wife. Like, well, basically, no, I'm sorry. Here, I won't crush you. So yeah, that's a completely ridiculous question. Shauna Rose 20 is the other top rated question. Were you the friend that dared Chugga to make videos on YouTube? No. I've known Chugga for a long time, since 2005, which I can't believe is going on 7 years. But no, I knew him before he made videos, but I was not the one who dared him to make videos. And now we'll move on to the rest of the questions. First question is from ThePuniHunter. It says, do you and Mallory ever cuss when not on camera other than saying, oh, piss? Because we do say oh, piss a lot. Actually, I say oh, piss a lot. She's adopting it.
Yeah.
It's funny because when she's playing Skyrim now on her own time for fun, I hear her say piss. And it's so funny because I'm like, you know, she obviously got it from me, and it's like... It's really funny. Also, if we drink water and stuff during this, it's because we are still sick, but we are finally to the point where we can actually record this. So it's like, okay, it's 6 days late, we should probably get started. As far as ever cussing, we do. It's just very, very rare.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, like growing up, I was kind of always taught that you don't want to you want to try and not offend anybody, and that's kind of where I come from with the thinking is like, if it's gonna cause someone to get upset, then just don't say it. I mean, because I don't have a problem not using profanity. I mean, if I want to just not use it, I don't have to use it. So I just don't, because if you use it, you are alienating yourself from a particular audience. There are people who don't want to watch gaming videos where people are spouting the F word all the time. See, I'm coughing. I mean, would it bother me to use more profanity in my videos? Well, I mean, I don't generally use it, so it's kind of weird. It would be weird for me to use it, but I mean, it wouldn't bother me from some kind of moral standpoint, but it would bother me because I knew that I would be alienating audience from myself. I don't think I've alienated anyone by not using, you know, profanity all the time or anything like that. I don't think that there's people who watch my videos and be like, what? Why didn't he say these terrible words all the time non-stop?
Why don't you?
Yeah, no one does that, you know, because it's not necessary. I mean, I don't have anything against channels that do. Well, some just kind of spout them non-stop. But as for me and Mal, we really don't do a whole lot. Like I said, it's pretty rare. Stuff's got to get really under our skin, and even then, it's pretty much only to like each other. We don't do it in public or with people, just because, like I said, you don't want to offend anybody.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah, and the other thing with especially profanity, like with other things it's different, but with profanity, if you get in the habit of saying it, then you will say it around people, and you don't want to, you know, make enemies. You ask the next one. It's from BowserGamingHD.
Hey, Stephen and Mal, I'm looking to get into Magic, but I don't know where to start. What types of Magic packs should I buy to start a collection? Intro packs. They sell them at Walmart, Target, stores where you buy cards, like card shops.
Intro packs are about $12 or $13. They come with a 60 card deck and booster. And it's a pretty good way to get into Magic, good way to get started. If you can, try and find the core set intro packs, because the core set is kind of the fundamentals of Magic. You have your core sets, then you have your blocks, and your blocks are going to contain, like, currently it's Innistrad, Dark Ascension just came out, but if you can, try to find core set 2012, because that's going to be basic cards, better for beginners. Staple cards that come out every year.
They have been around forever.
They've been reprinted, so my advice would be trying to find intro packs for Magic 2012. Danny 66442200 asks, Stephen, how did you find out you had Marfans? I actually think I found out I had Marfans because I was having headaches. I had headaches when I was a kid. When I was like 5, I had really bad headaches, and they kind of came for a while and then went. I remember being in the hospital for a while because of it, and then I had headaches again later when I was in high school, and it wasn't just headaches. It was like a dizzying feeling. I kind of got lightheaded, lost my coordination, train of thought, and everything. It was really weird, but it happened to me in high school. I think it was in maybe junior year of high school, and they started running a lot of tests on me at that time because they just wanted to do a full body checkup, make sure I was not like gonna randomly die because this weird stuff was happening to me.
Like having a brain tumor or something.
Yeah, and my dad has actually had a brain tumor. I don't know if that's hereditary. I don't know if it is or not. But if it is, then I could have had, a brain tumor, because my dad has had a brain tumor, still has some part of the brain tumor in there, I think. He was lucky enough to, survive, but as far as me finding out I had Marfan's, it's basically when they were doing all those tests, they said, hey, you seem to be a candidate for Marfan's. And for those who are unaware, you can't actually test for Marfan's. You can't give someone a Marfan's test and be like, oh, you tested positive for Marfan's. It's basically just looking at a bunch of the symptoms and
seeing how many you fit.
Yeah.
How many flags you raise.
Yeah, and if you raise enough flags, they're like, okay, you probably have Marfan's. It also didn't help that I had I have a small hole. It's a leak in my aorta valve of my heart. Apparently it's pretty small, but it was big enough thing for them to mention it and be like, you should be careful. So that's how I found out. Next question, because my throat is dry.
ShurMaster asked, when are you adopting Hailey? See vlog number 388. I try and convince Hailey every time I talk to her on the phone that she needs to move here and be like our chef/maid.
Or puppy.
Or puppy.
She's kind of like a puppy. If you guys have never seen Hailey, watch vlog 388. I'm pretty sure, I think I know which one that is too. I think we're the pizza place then. I don't know. TheElementalist asks, for Stephen, do you have any plans on learning how to drive Mallory's manual? No.
Yes. I plan to teach him.
And for Mallory, which kind of car do you prefer, manual or automatic?
Manual.
Oh, come on.
When Stephen first visited me back in June 2008, I decided that he needed to try to drive my car at least once. And we were about 2 blocks from my mother's house. My mom lives out in the country. I mean, what used to be the country. It's suburbs now. And 2 blocks, and I pulled over and I said, all right, switch me. Made Stephen get in my car, drive the 2 blocks back to my mom's. He didn't clunk it out, which I was very impressed with, because when I started to drive my car, the day after I got my license, I had such a hard time with that. And once a year or so, I guess, I do it and clunk out, and then I feel really stupid. And I prefer to drive manual, because if I never had learned, I wouldn't be able to drive, like, my dad's car, because it's a Corvette.
Why would you prefer to drive manual?
Because it's fun.
It's like another thing you have to think about.
No, you don't. When you've been driving it, let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 20. When you've been driving a manual straight for 7 years, you don't think about it anymore.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I'm not interested in learning how to drive it because I prefer automatic.
You should learn. so you know.
I should learn.
In case we're at Walmart and I can't drive.
But because I don't know how, her next car will be an automatic. If I ever need to use your car, it should be an automatic. I'm just saying. Southern Slapshot says, for Stephen Plays, why did you decide to post a video every day? It seems like a lot of work to start out LPing with. Also, why did it come out at noon? Just curious. I decided to post a video every day because I could. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was the vlog mentality that got me. I mean, I had been doing the vlog for 400 or 500 days by the time I started Stephen Plays. I've been releasing them every single day, so I was like, hey, I'll release them every day because I can do that. I started with Portal, and I remember the channel actually started, fun fact, tomorrow is the 7th. Tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of Stephen Plays. I remember it was a while before I actually put any videos on the channel. I put one up and I was like, I have I had recorded 2 at the beginning. I was like, well, I can put the next one up tomorrow. So I did. And then by that time I had recorded like 5 more and I was like, well, crap, I got this, I can do this. I mean, little did I know that it becomes a lot more difficult when you start doing multiple games. Juggling 3 games at a time, it's not always the easiest thing in the world. But it's doable. StephenVlog and Stephen Plays by themselves are doable. Nintendo added to it, still doable. Daily Pack added to it. Expect Daily Pack to not come out some days, especially on these days I've been sick. As far as why they come out at noon, when they first came out, they came out at midnight because that was the default time for custom time publishing. And for those who aren't aware, I actually didn't get custom time publishing until it debuted, which was like June or something. So up to that point, I brought them out manually, and that sucked.
He's like, it's almost midnight, then I can go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was basically getting them out. Well, no, at that point, I was just releasing them.
Okay.
When Custom Time Publishing came out, it was set by default to midnight, so I was just like, okay, every day. So they're coming out at midnight. And then I talked to Chugga, and he was like, why don't you bring the videos out when your audience is, like, awake? And I was like, that's a good idea. I settled on noon Eastern because...
we live in Eastern time zone?
Yeah, the idea behind it was bring it out when kids are getting home from school, basically. And instead of doing that, because I thought that was a little weird to be like, 4 o'clock Eastern, because that's just not very memorable, I did noon. Because by that time, it's only been sitting in your sub box for a few hours, depending on what time zone you're in. So I don't know. That's why I did noon. I just left it alone because it's way easier to remember noon than like 4 EST.
If you and Mal could go back in time, what date would you like to go to and why? Asked by
Woven Slog or Swag. Woven Swag and Serious Player. They both asked the
similar question.
Yeah.
We talked about this before, and we decided that we don't want to go back to like the 60s and live. We want to go back to the first time we met in June, that week where we first met in person, when we first started really dating, and just watch. Because we remember it, but... It
was just like a fun new time,
Mm-hmm.
We were young and in love.
We were giggling, holding hands. We couldn't even look at each other in the face.
Yeah, it was probably pathetic. It'd be
That's
something.
That's why we want to see it.
Yeah, it'd be one of those things. We'd love to go back in time and be able to watch invisibly from the room and laugh about it together while things are going on, because it was probably hilarious stuff. I mean, stupid stuff. Anyway, Wyatt's World 100 asked, do you like waffles? Yep. Actually, I think we've answered that before. It's a really weird question.
There's a nice Mystery Science Theater song about how awesome waffles are.
Waffles are awesome. Paragraphs, or Keeping Pair, asks, are you going to upload Phoenix Beyond, or is it still going through festivals? Been waiting for ages. Phoenix Beyond will come out when it comes out. I have no part in when it comes out. If I was given permission today, I would upload it so hardcore. I mean, like, right then. And I would put it all over Facebook and Twitter and the vlog, and I'd be like, guys, it's out, watch it.
Maybe you should see if you could do, like, a screening online.
Maybe.
Because you could watermark it, but it wouldn't be like up for people to watch whenever. It'd be like maybe you could do an invite-only screening, or like the first 100 people to ask, or I don't know. I
mean, to be completely fair, I'm not even in contact in contact with the director anymore. I still have his info, you know, it's just we don't talk anymore because we don't need to. He's still at SCAD pursuing, I guess, a master's in film. And I mean, he's having fun. I see what he does on Facebook, and he's still working on like new projects and stuff. Nothing like Phoenix Beyond. And in my opinion, not to put down the film or him, I'm sure that whatever he's doing will probably be a little better than Phoenix Beyond. I mean, I worked on Phoenix Beyond, I gave it my all, and from an editing standpoint, it came out really good. But it's not the best film ever made, by any means. You know, there was a lot of problems that I had with it when it was being made. There's a lot of problems I have with it now. That doesn't discount the fact that I want you guys to see it, because it is something I spent a lot of time on.
A lot of time.
But it's just one of those things, like, I don't know when it'll get out. When it does, I'll let you know. Maybe we'll all be dead, because December 2012. Let's move on. Next question is from Shaffle 500.
Shaffy.
Or maybe Shaffy 1500.
Sheffield.
I think it's Shaffy 1500. Mallory, this is for you. What are your personal opinions of Stephen's life as being self-employed full-time on YouTube? Did you ever imagine this life before you got married? And what will you do when you guys decide to have kids? Surely you would want to move into a bigger place, and having kids would take up a significant amount of your time. What have you guys planned for them? I mean, will YouTube really help you at all financially? Sorry if I sounded a little mean there, just curious. Let's jump all the way back up to the beginning there. What are your opinions of me being self-employed full-time on YouTube?
Well, I see how much work Stephen does, and it's not like he's sitting around on Facebook all day. Because days I'm home, like on the weekends, or if I'm sick, or if I have a random Monday off or something, he works all day, and he forgets to eat because he's working.
For anyone that's like, I want to do YouTube full time, it'll be the best thing ever. No, it's not. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun, and you guys make it fun. Like, legit, seriously. If there wasn't any response, if I got paid to just make videos and put them out there, and I could never read comments, I would never make videos, because it is seriously about getting feedback from you guys. But I work legit like 60 plus hours a week, and it's a lot. It's a lot of stinking work, and it's fun, but it's a lot of work. So, not to mention, like, you have to get to a certain point before you can even, like, kind of sustain yourself financially. And I am only making it now because she's working a real job. So there's a lot of factors that have to align. So anyone who wants to do YouTube as a career, I don't know even what to tell you. Just work hard, I guess, and try to get there before you try to make it a career, because it's so difficult. You have to work hard. Let's move on to the actual question.
Did you imagine this life before you got married? I imagine when Stephen started the vlogs, I knew they weren't going to stop. I knew they were going to be going for a long time.
Because Alex said they'd last 2 weeks.
Well, once you were getting into like month 2, it wasn't going to stop. You were doing it every day forever. But once the Let's Play started, I was sort of like, I don't know if these will last forever. And then they kept going. And then he was like, I'm going to do this daily pack thing. And I'm like, Stephen, you already have 2 channels.
I'm going to bring back Nintendo.
Yeah, then I'm going to bring back Nintendo. And I'm like, really?
I mean,
I'd be happy if he was doing only 2 channels, but
I mean, a lot of the times, ideas respond. Nintendo respond just from need of money, knowing that I mean, don't get me wrong, I do Nintendo because it's fun, and I do Nintendo partially because actually we answered this like last month or something. But I do Nintendo partially because there's so many fans that want a Nintendo back. But being realistic, Nintendo came at a good time because we were entering into the time when all of our college debt was coming back. Yeah, I mean,
hooray!
It was one of those things like, oh my god, I need to make more money in my 60 hours a week. You know, I need to put in more time, and doing more Nintendo was actually a good way to do that. And it sucked because I can't even remember every day to get Nintendo up.
Because Nintendo doesn't have custom time publishing.
Yeah. For those who aren't aware, I've applied for partnership for Nintendo like 3 times and been rejected every time. The most recent time was a few days ago.
Oh, I didn't know you got rejected.
Yeah. No reason. I applied for partnership on Stephen Plays with 3 videos. Almost no subscribers, like 100. And I basically sent them an email and was like, hey, I have StephenVlog, can I get Steam Plays? And they're like, So stupid. Same thing with Daily Pack. Daily Pack had like no videos. I was like, I have desired channels to do Daily Pack, and they're like, Hey, I have Nintendo Speaks. I know I haven't uploaded a video to it in like 3 years, but I'm gonna do some. Rejected. Okay, fair. Hey, I have this channel called Nintendo Speaks, and I've done videos for months now, and they got a lot of views with the Minecraft. You guys like Minecraft? I do money for us both. We win. Rejected. I'm like, what the crap, YouTube? Like, I made a lot of videos every single day. It was just really frustrating. Anyway, what's the next part of this question? What will you do when you guys decide to have kids? Getting a bigger place? Will YouTube support you financially?
Kids take a lifetime. That's in there.
This is jumping into really far future stuff. That's assuming we have kids at all.
Yeah.
We're not sure.
Our current plan is to wait 5 years. And in 5 years from us getting married, we're going to be like, okay, do we want kids? And if our answer is yes, then we'll think about it and figure that out. And if our answer is we don't know yet, then we're at 5 more years.
As far as will YouTube support you financially, right now it's sort of doing that. But will it in the future? Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's growing.
It grows. I mean, when people subscribe, more people watch. When more people watch, you make more money. So it's one of those things like it's growing slowly every month, but it's also kind of a snowball effect. So
because like we have my income, and then like right now Steven's income is half.
That burns. But
I know, but it's growing because it wasn't half last month.
Yeah.
This is the first month it's been half.
Yeah, so it's a few months ago it was a fourth, and it's one of those things that it grows, and by the end of the year I should be matching her salary. That's cool.
You should be matching my salary before then.
Hopefully.
I give it 3 months.
And we're really hoping that this works out because we're gonna stinking pay off those debts. Doggone college, Scad, you were great. I love you. It was fun. I would recommend anyone go there who does not want to be in debt for the rest of their life.
Who has a big portfolio and get a good scholarship.
Yeah, who can get a really good scholarship. I mean, $48,000 is what I got, and I'm still in crazy amount of debt. So, I know this is going to turn into something else, but go to college. Try your best to go to a college you can afford. If you're going to go to a crazy school, like SCAD or other colleges that are expensive, you can do loans, but please know what you're getting into, because I didn't think about it too much. It was just like I jumped into it. Now that I'm out of school, I'm working really hard to make sure that I can change my life, get this paid off.
And I went to a small school, and I still have crazy loans.
Yeah, college is expensive, man. It's I don't even know where I'm going with this other than work hard. Work so hard before you go to college. If you're going to like an art school and you can give them a portfolio, work so hard. Make a good portfolio. Please, for the love of God, get a better scholarship than I did. Go to SCAD on a full ride like Ian Bonner. I don't know how he did that, but SCAD actually paid him, which was nuts. My roommate in freshman year, he did
I
really
would give
well.
advice on portfolios if you're interested for art.
Yeah. I mean, you guys know that we have this interaction thing, right? Like, one of the reasons you guys like StephenVlog, Stephen Plays, and you like us is because we will respond to you. Because we will.
And if you're going into education, let me tell you some stories.
That goes so much deeper. Like, if you guys send us a personal message, we respond to that. And if you want advice on portfolio stuff, contact me or her. We will get back to you. We will look at your portfolio. I know I advertise not to send me YouTube videos because I don't want to see the picture of your cat going da-da-da, and I don't want to sit and watch through your 20-minute LP, although sometimes I do. I'm not advertising that. Don't send me your LPs. But I mean, something that's as serious as going to college and trying to get a scholarship, yes, send it to me. I've been through school.
We've been there, we've done that.
I have my BFA. I will look at your stuff and things like that. I'm losing my voice. My God, my throat is so dry. I can't fix it here.
I'm not that bad.
I know. You read the next question.
Danny 088888. There's 5 8s in it. In your December 2011 Q&A video, you talked about a list of games that you highly consider doing an LP of, but they aren't on your online list. Can you name a couple games which are on that list?
Sonic 2's on that list, but you guys probably know that.
Rayman Origins?
Rayman Origins is on the list. Basically, the list is maybe do this.
If we film it, we're good.
yeah, you know, we might actually do these LPs. Rayman Origins is a good one because we actually own the game. We both enjoyed the demo. Very likely we'd get Rayman Origins. I have a list
On a post-it.
on my desk over there. Gears of War is very likely. Katamari Forever is on that list. Mirror's Edge is on that list. Super Smash Bros. Brawl is on that list. In fact, it would have been out by now. It would have been out months ago if it wasn't for the fact that the Runaway guys did it.
You're in the movies?
No, that's a terrible. Think of
the fun.
No, it's probably copyrighted crap in it somewhere. Anyway, what's next? The Craft Fox asks, do you think that your voice sounds strange on camera, or have you gotten used to it after all this time?
I think I sound strange. Because in my head, I don't sound the way I sound when I hear it on the computer.
It doesn't sound odd to me. I mean, I've been recording videos since I was a kid. I mean, when I was 12, I got the camera and I was recording stuff. And I think really after doing Fobbies Are Born and doing the radio show, pretty much sealed the deal. I mean, it was like, after that, I didn't have a problem, especially doing the vlog, like doing 800 vlog days, hearing your voice every single day.
For 800 days?
For 800 days. I basically relive every day, twice, 3 times. I live it, and then I edit it, and then I watch it to make sure it's fine, so too much.
Ben Major 08, would you consider playing electric guitar?
I do play electric guitar. I mean, I know you guys have never seen me with an electric guitar, but I mean, electric guitar is acoustic guitar. I mean, they're the same thing. I guess there's a play style that's kind of different. You could play like electric metal or something like that, but I actually play a little bit of that, and it's fun. For those who aren't aware, I have, I don't know, a lot of guitars. I have a lot of electric guitars. Don't leave a comment asking me to name all the guitars because I really don't know. I have a Telecaster, Stratocaster, a Hohner, PV, and like 2 or 3 others.
Do you have a Fender?
I have a PV bass, a Strat, and a Tele are both Fenders.
Oh, duh.
So
I'm learning.
There's a lot. I have a lot of guitars, and those are all electrics, and I like electrics, except the basses. Well, I mean, the bass is whatever. I like electrics. Electrics are easier to play. It's just I kind of like the sound of acoustic. I kind of got into it. It's one that you don't have to plug up into anything to hear it, so it's what I usually go for. It's easier to do for videos like this.
You have the Telecaster here?
Yeah, I have the Telecaster here.
And the Alvarez.
Yeah, and if I wanted to play the Telecaster one time for you guys, I might do it. I don't know. I might use it to record music sometime.
Next question, 8bit16, Stephen and Malice. You mentioned you were going to do a Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. My question to you is, what is your favorite Pokemon and why?
Venusaur!
Skitty.
Because it's a kitty.
Yeah.
Venusaur is my favorite for a few reasons. My favorite color is green, and Venusaur is green. My favorite number is 3. Has been since I was a kid, I don't know why. Venusaur's number is 3. And out of all my Pokemon types that I like the most, I like grass. Although it might be because I liked Venusaur because he was 3 and green, and then that made me like grass. I don't know. Ever since before I even bought the games, you know, reading about it in Nintendo Power and everything, I just liked Venusaur. I have no idea why. He's just always been my favorite. Although there's definitely other ones cuter. Bulbasaur's cuter. If Pokemon were real, I would probably keep Bulbasaur forever. Because Ivysaur is like a pain, man. Ivysaur, Turtle, and Charmeleon are like teenagers. They're all like scally and they're like, psh, we going through puberty, yo. And then they grow up and then they're just mean adults. The child Pokemon are the best. Level 1, so the basic stage.
Eevee.
I'm rambling, go on.
Goobler
777?
Yes.
Jared.
That's Jared.
I know names.
Have you guys ever tried to teach Carly how to play Magic? I taught Carly and one of her friends right after I got back from Stephen teaching me how to play. It was a Friday night, right after New Year's, so it was in early January. It's right after I was there the first time on the vlog. And I taught him how to play Friday night, and Carly knew of Magic because the boys at school would play. And she's like, I can't believe I'm playing a card game on a Friday night when I could be out drinking. was pretty much her response. She ended up winning. We played face up so I could tell her what to do and explain it. And she ended up winning because I knew how to make her win with her hand. But, that was about it. She's not really into it.
No. I mean, trading card games aren't for everybody. It takes... I mean, you can't even say that it takes a certain amount of geek or nerd to play because, I mean, they're fun games that everyone can enjoy, I think.
Strategy and...
Yeah, but, I mean, Carly's a party girl. She would rather go out and drink and party than sit and play Magic the Gathering. You know, that's like, where do you have the glasses with the...
tape?
Yeah, go. Last question is from Nintendo Ross. And it says, Stephen, you convinced me to buy Skyrim, and now I love it. Are there other games you would recommend for the 360 PS? Mal, please do an LP. She's doing Sonic 2. Other games I'd recommend. Mirror's Edge. Fantastic game. It's also on PS3 and PC, I believe. That's a real bargain bin game at the GameStop. Fantastic game. Might make you a little queasy. Yeah. And also, it's a little glitchy, but it's really, really fantastic. The other game I'd really recommend is the Dead Rising series. Dead Rising 1 and 2 are phenomenal. Very monotonous, but not bad monotonous. Kind of like Gauntlet, but even like better than Gauntlet in terms of the monotony. Because some people really like Gauntlet, and other people are like, dude, Gauntlet's so monotonous, why do you like this game? The people that say that second thing like Dead Rising. So, Dead Rising 2 is actually on the list for games that me and Mal might LP in the future. It's just an equipment thing. We'd have to get 2 Xboxes, 2 copies of the game, which I don't think would be hard, but we need 2 capture cards. Well, I guess not 2 unless we were trying to record both, but it's a fun game, and I don't know, we might do that in the future. But Dead Rising, Mirror's Edge.
Fallout 3?
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't played the Fallout series, in my opinion, Skyrim's just better than Fallout.
Yeah.
Do you like
Fallout
it better?
Is different. I mean, it's very similar in the same like way it's played, but it's post-apocalyptic, 1950s feel because there's 1950s music, which I really like.
Yeah.
But I like Skyrim better.
I mean, Grand Theft Auto 4, a lot of people hate the story for some reason. I liked it, but it's good. Although I played it recently and it's showing its age, so it's kind of getting there. And most recently, obviously Skyrim and Sonic Generations. Really good game. I really enjoyed Sonic Generations. So there's a lot of good games for 360.
Orange Box, Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, Orange Box. I would not play Left 4 Dead on the 360, but anyway, that's all the questions. And I am losing my voice. My God, if you noticed all the cuts throughout the entire thing, my throat's just really dry. But we appreciate you guys watching. Leave your comments down below. We will answer them at the end of February, and
read through them and thumbs up the ones you want to hear.
Yeah, and we'll actually answer them at the end of February because we should be well by then, so we won't be 6 days late.
Should.
Thank you guys for watching, and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Happy anniversary, by the way.
Happy anniversary.
Half anniversary. Half anniversary.